Turning to sports, we'll start with a look at this weekend.
What do you have for us, HA?
Well, guys, as you know, it's getting to that time of year where a lot of spring sports are coming down to the wire. With softball and track in Eugene this weekend and baseball traveling up I-5, let's take a closer look at this weekend's matchups. Starting off this weekend is softball, which will host Arizona for a 3-game series. It will be the final 3 home games for the Ducks this season. The Ducks were swept by then number 5 UCLA last weekend and split a doubleheader against Portland State on Wednesday. Pitchers Samantha Skillingstad and Jessica Moore have been rock solid for Oregon. Next up is baseball. Pitcher Justin Latempa is coming off a 10-strikeout, 1-hit complete game against Washington State last weekend. The Ducks have won their last 4 Pac-10 series, but fell to Portland on Tuesday 3-1. And finally, Oregon Track and Field will host the Oregon Twilight on Saturday night at Hayward Field. The field will include 7 football players, including LaMichael James. Last year, the 4x100 relay team consisting of runners such as Andrew Weeding and Galen Rupp broke a collegiate and Hayward Field record with a time of 16 minutes, 3.24 seconds. Another event that's taking off is the NBA playoffs, which is now in the second round. Last night, the Orlando Magic exploded in the fourth quarter and cruised by the Atlanta Hawks. They now have a 2-0 lead in the series. There are 2 more games on tap for tonight. The East top seed Cleveland will travel to Boston to play the Celtics. That series is tied at 1 game apiece. The other matchup will be the Phoenix Suns against the San Antonio Spurs in Texas. That series has belonged to the Suns so far. They won both games in Phoenix. The final series is the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Utah Jazz. They play on Saturday in Salt Lake City, where Utah will try to come back from a 2-0 deficit. From professional sports to Duck athletics. The women's golf team is currently playing in the NCAA Central Regional Tournament in Columbus, Indiana. After the first day of play, UO junior Kendra Little is tied for first overall after firing a first-round 70. As a team, the Ducks are tied for 4th. On the men's side, sophomore Eugene Wong was named Co-Pac-10 Player of the Year, and Coach Casey Martin was named the Conference Coach of the Year. The men's team is currently ranked number 1 in the country. And speaking of number 1, another perhaps lesser-known sport around the campus community is making noise as well. The women's ultimate frisbee team is ranked number 1 nationwide and is poised to make a run for a national championship. Elliot Nathan reports. Nationals start on May 28th in Madison, Wisconsin. And our own Jenica Villamore is co-captain of the women's ultimate team. So Jenica, from all of us at Oregon News, good luck.
Thanks, AJ. It's going to be a lot of fun.